I was chasing shadows, moving too fast. Didn't see the way our love couldn't last. Now I'm stuck replaying what I put you through. Every night I'm haunted by the thought of you. If you need my loving, call me and I'll step on through. And we can talk all night long. If you want this loving, then call me and I'll drive to you. And we can touch all night long. Just call me and I'll come through. Just call me and I'll come through. Just call me and I'll come through.
Draw me in, in and make me feel.
Exide.
Lately you don't feel like yourself, and you kinda hate it. You suppress all of the thoughts in your head and say it's complicated. You hide your pain, but I can see it etched on your face. I know the feeling, swear you're okay, but you're barely breathing. Don't you walk away. Cause I feel you getting lost, I feel you trailing off. Feel it in your words when you say there's nothing wrong. There's something so subliminal about the way that your hands shake whenever you talk. You stare into space like you're lost in your thoughts, surrounded by your paper walls. Tell me what's been going on. Tell me what's been going on. I was so caught up thinking about myself, never took time to listen.
Sometimes it feels like you don't even see me.
Couldn't see that you were going through hell. Now you're cold and distant. You say you're fine, but your heart is bleeding. Read me those lines, but they lost the meaning. I know something isn't right. See the demons in your eyes. I know you're afraid. I feel you getting lost, I feel you trailing off. Feel it in your words when you say there's nothing wrong. There's something so subliminal about the way that your hands shake whenever you talk. You stare into space like you're lost in your thoughts, surrounded by your paper walls. Tell me what's been going on. Tell me what's been going on. Won't you tell me now? You never answer when I call, locked in your room and so alone. Tell me what's been going on. Tell me what's been going on. I feel you getting lost, I feel you trailing off. I feel it in your words when you
I thought I had it figured out, believed in us, we were meant to be, no doubt. A teenage love, everybody else could see the way we were, living in a fantasy. When I kiss her, I don't know where we're going, I don't know at all. I don't know how we're growing, I'll be moving on, I'll be moving on, gotta let it go, living on my own, making me strong. Now I wanna show I can hold my own. See how much I've grown. Better off alone, baby. I don't live it all alone. So sorry for the heartache and saying goodbye, for wasting your time, for wasting your time. I don't know how we're growing, I'll be moving on, I'll be moving on, gotta let it go, living on my own, making me strong. Now I wanna show I can hold my own. See how much I've grown. Better off alone, baby. I don't live it all alone.
I never thought I'd feel like this. Yeah.
I've been trying to fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we can